Hello, good evening, everyone. I'd like to introduce to you on the tips and tricks of using the BMT Booster. What I have done is I have received some news from concerned hobbyists. You see, the BMT Booster is powder, solid food powder, so they will feedback to me about the concern if you mix with pellets, it will cause wax buildup in the nostrils. It might cause sneezing in the birds, then we mistake this for being the flu. Now, if you don't want to mix the powder with the pellets, bird food pellets itself, what are the other tricks and tips that you can use? The easiest way is to apply on fruits. Okay, let's say you are looking at banana. Banana is one of the easiest and the best. What you do to the banana is, let me get it in view for you. Okay, the banana, you just make cuts on it, because when you apply the powder, it sticks there. And the BMT booster is not meant to be mixed with water. So the best we can do is a semi-wet, semi-dry. You can apply like this. You can apply thick. I have the container over here. If you're wondering, this is the BMT booster. The container is here, and you can actually apply on the banana itself like this, and the bird can eat. You don't have to mix it with the pellets. Other fruits you can apply on, which I recommend, is the catola or the loofah. What you do is, over here you can make cuts on the catola itself, then you apply the powder. Or apple, you can use it on apple. Okay, let's say for convenience sake, some of us, our friends, were asking me, but I want to add BMT booster powder to stick to the pellets itself. What are the tricks? Okay, one of the tricks that we can do is, we have pellets. This is the super number one pellets, just like any other bird food pellets. What we can do is, we get this. It's an omega-3. This is capsules. Let me show you. See, I'll open up. Okay, this is the capsule form. What you can do to this, you see, this is the capsule, and you can use the scissors to cut the tip. Okay, you can squeeze the oil into pellets, then you can mix it up, and then what the oil will do is, the oil will make it sticky for the BMT powder to stick onto it. Okay, and once it sticks to it, you have no problem about the powder actually going into the nose of the bird if you mix properly. And my advice and recommendation, best is mixed by hand. I'm wearing gloves, so it's cleaner. Mix by hand, 1 or 2 drops. Then this is about 120 grams. This is about 120 grams. So one small little drop of omega-3 oil, you mix with it, and you keep inside a container, airtight, put it inside the fridge. It can last you for 2 weeks. So you can feed the bird for 2 weeks with that pellets coated with BMT booster. Okay, you can mix thin, you can mix thin. Thick or thin, sorry. So it's really up to you. Now, the other kind of oil which we can mix is what you call the wheat germ. The wheat germ oil, which is very good. It makes birds more healthy, a little bit more energy. It gives a shine to the feathers more than omega-3. Omega-3 is more mild. The effects on the bird is less, not that energetic as wheat germ oil. But we have to note, these are oil. So if you feed too much oil to the bird, what happens is the internal digestive system will be coated with oil, and you get digestive problem. You get diarrhea, you get poor absorption of nutrients in the digestive system. So remember, if you are mixing omega-3 wheat germ oil with your pellets, okay, don't put too much oil, very little bit. In fact, your pellets should have a matte look, a light matte look, matte as in M-A-T-T-E. oil has absorbed into the pellets. The pellets looks very nice, no oilier than that. That's the best. And if you apply oil onto the pellets and later you apply the BMT booster, the powder, this powder will stick onto the pellet. Okay, you won't get free flying and all that, and you avoid getting this food dust or what you call the powder into the nostrils of your bird and causing problems for your bird. Okay, the other thing that we have to note about causing the bird to have wax in the nostrils, try not to smoke too near the bird. Try not to hang the bird near where we burn our incense. Incense is actually a lot of powdered smoke in the air. So if you are burning what you call aromatherapy incense, religious incense, hang your bird far away. Because even if you don't use BMT booster, when you smoke, there's a lot of particles in the air. When you burn incense, there's a lot of particles in the air. When there's a construction site near your home and they are digging, there's a lot of dust into their air. And our birds can actually get wax build-up in the nostrils. The other things that we have to look out for is when we bathe the bird, do not put full level water, put half level bath water for them. So when they splash around, less water tend to get into the nostrils. That's another one. And let me see, probably the other thing is try not to hang your bird outside your window for too long. If you're not at home, don't do that. Apart from predatory birds like hornbills and other kind of predatory birds that not only can kill your bird but actually can scare our tropical songbirds and they lose their fierceness for months on end. Try not to hang outside your house window to sun unless you are at home. Okay, because you can check on it. If you can't, most likely you will end up your bird gets scared or gets eaten by predatory birds. But most important is your birds actually get exposed to the elements like direct sunshine and constant wind if you're living in a high rise. Okay, the problem with constant wind under constant direct sunlight, your bird can catch a cold. Seriously, if you look at it just in human terms, if you will go to the place where you get hot sunshine and then you get cold buffeting wind for hours, your immune system will weaken and can catch a cold. So be careful of that. So just to summarize, to get around the problem, you don't want the BMT food powder to get into the nostrils of your bird. You can apply on fruits like the banana. Make small cuts with a knife on the banana and then you can apply the powder on the banana. It's that simple. You can use apple. You can use catola, loofah. This is a catola loofah. You can make cuts. You can make cuts over here. Then you can apply the powder on it. You can use apple. I like to use apple, catola and the banana. Okay, I don't apply BMT booster on orange because orange has too much juice on it. Papaya, no, I don't recommend. The BMT booster is actually a very delicate balance of fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins especially, minerals especially, in dry form. They work best in dry or semi-dry form. So if you do on a banana and fruit, you change your fruit every day, it's not a problem. If you apply onto pellets with oils like omega-3 or wheat germ oil, or even without oil, try not to leave it in the cup for more than 2 or 3 days. Throw away the leftover because you see, oils like this, omega-3, they are kept properly in a cool condition or in the fridge. Wheat germ oil and this omega-3 kind of oil, when they are exposed to the air for too long, you get a lot of pathogens growing on it. And the pathogens is going to give a lot of problems to the bird, a lot of health problems to the bird if you let the bird eat. So the best is still an average of 2 to 3 days. Now, if you mix the powder with pellets, any kind of pellets, not necessarily number one, and mix with oil. Try to put it in a container, put it in the fridge, the non-freezer compartment of the fridge. So this covers the tips on how to use the BMT booster in a more interesting way. Like you can add this oil and these pellets. So 3 of them, then you can give it to your bird. Of course, back to the basics again. For molting birds, you can add more. For non-molting birds, please add only a little bit. So the BMT booster is actually very powerful. Give it a try, then listen to your bird and watch the bird. Usually you can see the effects in about 1 to 2 days. The first thing that you will notice is the bird will start to sing louder. And then after maybe probably, from my experience, the second day onwards to the 5th day, the bird is more active. It helps a lot in the injuries because it's actually building up the nerves, the muscles, the bones and all that. This is fuel. This is fuel. Some of us may ask, why don't you make into a pellet? Okay, this powder, if I compress it into pellets, the compression will cause it to be cooked. When it's cooked, the chemical compound changes to another different compound, which is not that effective. So this is why it's made specially. It's precision actually. So a lot of us don't realize certain things when you pelletize and then you roast it, it becomes another compound which actually has less benefit, and in some bad cases, yes, it does more harm. It's like eating overcooked food or wrongly processed food. So I hope I have explained the basics and give you an idea of the tricks and tips that you can do for yourself, for your birds. Okay, thank you for your support. Really appreciate it, and I appreciate those friends, hobbies, customers who actually brought it up to me today, 22nd of May 2021. So I made this video to address this, to give people more different ways that you can use the BMT booster effectively and safely. More importantly, effectively and safely. Okay, thank you so much for your support. Have a good evening.